Big news out of the PlayStation world. Sony is reportedly set to release an updated DualSense controller for the PS5, known internally as the DualSense V3. The standout feature? For the first time, it'll have a removable, swappable battery. This new model could be arriving as soon as November, alongside a minor revision of the PS5 Pro. So, what does this mean for players, for Sony, and even for controller repairability? Let's dive in. The report comes from Polish outlet PPE.pl, which cites a source who previously leaked accurate PlayStation news, like Microsoft Flight Simulator's PS5 release and the Oblivion remastered box leak. According to that source, the DualSense V3 will launch in November 2025. It will replace all current DualSense models on store shelves, and most importantly, it will feature a removable rechargeable battery. This doesn't mean AA batteries like on Xbox controllers. Instead, think of the same lithium-ion rechargeable battery the DualSense already uses, but one you can swap out either to replace an old one or to slot in a higher capacity upgrade. DualSense battery life has been one of the most common complaints since launch. Depending on use, especially with adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, the controller can last 6 to 12 hours, far less than an Xbox pad with AA batteries. With the V3, Sony seems to be listening. A removable battery means easier replacements when battery life inevitably degrades, potential for third-party or Sony official higher capacity batteries, and better long-term sustainability. Fewer dead controllers being thrown away just because the battery wore out. It's also a nod to repairability, something regulators in the EU and elsewhere have been pushing manufacturers to prioritize. The DualSense V3 is expected to ship alongside a slightly revised PS5 Pro model. According to the same source, the console itself won't look radically different, but it will reportedly use 3% less power than the current Pro, making it a minor efficiency refresh. Every PS5 Pro sold after November is expected to include one of these new controllers in the box. This move also brings Sony closer to the design philosophy of its competitors. Xbox controllers have long supported swappable batteries, whether AA or rechargeable packs. Nintendo's Switch Pro controller still uses a fixed battery, but with much better endurance than DualSense. Sony has been the outlier with sealed batteries and relatively short lifespans. If this leak is true, it's a major quality of life shift. This isn't the only quiet hardware refresh from Sony. Recently, a revised PS5 Digital Edition was released with 825 GB of storage instead of 1 TB, and with a fully matte finish instead of mixed glossy parts. These smaller tweaks show Sony's strategy. Refresh the hardware regularly, but without big announcements like we saw with the Slim or Pro launches. So, the DualSense V3 with a removable battery could be a game changer for PS5 owners frustrated with short play sessions and aging controllers. It's not officially confirmed yet, but if the leaks are right, November could be the start of a new era for PlayStation controllers. What do you think? Would you buy a new DualSense just for better battery options? Or should Sony focus on even bigger innovations? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more PlayStation updates.